end a call or to accept, dial 5 now. If you wish to block any future calls of this nature, dial 7 now. To decline this call, hang up.
Hey, Mike?
Hey, I'll make this quick. First of all, I don't get since recording this call. I wanted to let you know I sent you an email. I'm not sure if you'll get it or not, but recently, in the last week or two, in Memphis, on Channel 13 TV, they announced that the federal government gave Fayette County, which is the neighboring county to Memphis, a $1 million grant to build an incinerator to put out at their dump. This incinerator is supposedly designed to dispose of deer that are dying of wasting disease, and it's basically a huge incinerator to eliminate biological waste. The deer are dying in the forest. Nobody is going in the forest looking for the dead, dying deer.
Okay.
Right now they're talking about gun confiscation. They're talking about rounding up people and mass incarceration, and then, according to Rex 84 and these other directives, elimination. So if somebody can get that information to Alex Jones, who's talking about this stuff right now on the radio, he can incorporate the fact that they're building these big incinerators, claiming there's for elimination of deer that are dying out in the forest, which nobody's looking for these deer out in the forest. You know, so, and the deer aren't walking down Main Street. They're planning on eliminating a lot of people. This is going on right now, right next to where I'm at in Fayette County, Tennessee. They're building a huge, massive incinerator for the elimination of biological waste.
Okay.
I would expect they're planning on putting it to use.
So, Mike, I do have the ability to record what you just said, and it's gonna. It will be.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
You got the green. You got the green light on that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll get this up tonight when I get home, and I pray that it gets the attention that it deserves.
Also, if anybody has the access to Pacer, I just found out yesterday that the appellate court denied my appeal. They can go to Pacer and pull up my petition today. It has never ruled on my prior petitions or addressed my defenses. Therein, they can see many of my defenses that will not only show why they can't prosecute me due to my immunity, but under their own statutes, under Title 22, United States Code 254D, they can't prosecute me. And there's other statutes that I've pointed out which show that I'm not guilty of anything regardless. So for all the naysayers out there or people that haven't got, full insight into what's going on, this is a total railroading because I'm helping the Native Americans develop their natural resources and get their children back because they want to control everybody everywhere, and nobody can get access to their own natural resources or have access to their children free of pedophiles. This is a totally screwed up system right now. This country's been hijacked.
This call is from a federal prison.
And if people don't pick up the phones and call their elected officials and demand that people like me and Pat and others who are being railroaded are released, and they think all they've got to do is get a hold of Trump and or Marsha Blackburn or Lamar Alexander and speak to them personally and say, hey, you got a fella down there that actually he was an aide-de-camp for your campaign as a governor of Tennessee back in 78, 79, and 80. This guy's supported you through the years. Where are you at? You need to support this guy. He's now an ambassador of another country, a minister, and helping Native Americans develop their natural resources, create jobs, and get their kids back. All you've got to do is get the president to recognize his status and immunity, and they will have to order his immediate release. Otherwise, I fall into the category of, as someone once said, collateral. So
it's sickening.
Anyone listening that has that interest, there you are. That's your ability to do something. For those that say they don't know what to do, well, there you go. Because I guarantee you, people calling Marsha Blackburn's office in Washington and in Memphis, Tennessee, and in Nashville, Tennessee, or Lamar Alexander's office and talking to those people and getting hold of them, say, hey, what are y'all doing to help this guy? You got a guy that was the Republican nominee in 1994 for state representative. He's out on the forefront. Before the Tea Party, he's ringing the bell. He's talking about this corruption. He was voted the most pro-life candidate in all of Tennessee in 1994 by the Tennessee Right to Life campaign. This is not some guy who's a danger to anybody. He's being targeted because he's exposing pedophilia that's run rampant, and he's helping natives get their children back. Oh, and he exposed rigged elections in Tennessee in 2006 in Tipton County, and therein lies the problem. He's not supposed to run for office, and he's damn sure not supposed to help us expose rigged elections so that we can't keep getting elected through fraud. And that's why the same people keep getting elected. And that's why the corrupt judges that railroaded me get away with getting caught with cocaine and taking bribes and releasing people who actually shot at people and murdered people, and they get away with it because, well, they pay to play. And because I'm innocent and I'm not paying one of their buddies and I'm exposing their corruption, well, I'm taking up too much space. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. God bless everyone, and I pray that people will exercise while they've still got the ability to pick up a phone, because it's like this guy said on Alex Jones. He said he's a cop, and if they give him the order to go round up people, no, he won't go door to door. He said other crews will do that, but he will arrest you on the side of the road if you got a gun and put you in the jail and lock you up, and he will take your gun. These are order followers. That's why they're government employees, because they're order followers. They don't mind. They don't take risk. They don't go out there and run for their own offices. They don't start their own businesses. They like a comfortable job, and they're not going to rock the boat. They feel like at the end somehow they win, but they don't know history, and in the end they get eliminated too. But they just hadn't read enough history to realize that. They feel safe and comfortable in their cushy job where they get paid regardless, and they get to go out and arrest people. And that's a sad state of affairs, but I listened to the guy, and he said verbatim what I anticipated a lot of them would say. He says he won't go door to door, but yet if he pulls you over and you got a gun in your car, you go to jail. So, he's violating the Second Amendment, which is a restriction on the federal government. And obviously he doesn't care about the Constitution. Probably doesn't even know what it says, sadly. It's a sad state. But if you go back and listen to today's show in the first hour, the guy was on there, said he was a former cop from Virginia. I'd be embarrassed to.
This call is from a federal prison.
But anyway, that's what's going on, and you are out there now on the front lines. I'm in the belly of the beast, no longer on the front lines. So it's up to you folks out there listening to take a stand.
Mike, I'm looking forward to the day you and your wife get out of prison, and I'm sick and tired of people apologizing for order followers too. Did you get the 3 documents that I mailed to you on Core Links?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right.
And I have sent you a letter. I don't know if you got it yet. It should have been there today, not yesterday, but it went out last Thursday.
Okay.
So, I've got to finish up my petition for an in-bank rehearing. They made the 7th, and they said I've only got 14 days. Well, I got this yesterday, so I've lost a week. So I got it on the 14th, and with a holiday on Monday, they're playing games with the rules of the court. They're supposed to give me 14 days from the day that I get it. They know that, but the clerk of the court and the judges. One judge even said, well, we recognize Rahaf, but he doesn't qualify for Rahaf. And then another judge says, well, I concur with everything he said. Well, yeah, actually he does qualify for Rahaf. Of course, the prosecutor has to prove that you knew you were a prohibited person. I'm not a prohibited person. Number one, I'm not a person. Number two, I'm not prohibited because guess what? I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm an ambassador, and also the mere fact that I was never represented in trial anywhere. So by their own definition, I've never been convicted of a felony, and that's what I said at trial. I've never been convicted. you went after an all-capital straw man, an artificial person, as you call him.